you know what I love about Bootylicious? I don't know what it is about Bootylicious, but I love Grind Up on an Uncle. It's the only place I said, you know what? Uncle, I won't fill in here, but come on then.
Yeah.
The uncles are there.
The uncles are there.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi guys, and welcome to episode 207 of the Tutus podcast. I am Nana.
And I'm Ro.
And together we are Tutus.
Yeah.
We have a special guest in the building. Welcome to Tutus podcast, Emanuel Akwafo.
Hello.
Hey babes,
Hello.
how you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
I just want to say you look amazing.
Thank you.
I'm loving the face.
Oh.
It's given today.
I tried because when I woke up, it wasn't.
It's early, guys. It's 9 in the morning.
It's early.
This is, we haven't done this in a while.
I'm proud of us for doing this.
I don't think it's that hard. If we have to wake up to go to work, is it that hard?
No, you can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah, when you put it like that.
You can, it just happens to be a Sunday, which is, obviously the day of rest. Right?
Yes.
But we're here. It's nice to have a fellow Ghanaian on our show.
I was thinking on the way here, I don't think we've had another Ghanaian on the podcast.
It's a lie.
Or a queer man Ghanaian.
That is Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Not since we started the podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
boy.
don't think
So we definitely need to touch on that at some
Mm-hmm.
point because it hasn't. We haven't had a Ghanaian in general.
No, we haven't. I don't think we have. Maybe we've had a lot of women, so maybe there must have been a Ghanaian woman. We had Nina.
In the beginning.
In the
when we
beginning.
first started the podcast. Yeah. In the first 50 episodes, and now it's 209.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think we have.
No.
No.
But thank you for gracing us with your
No,
presence.
thank you for having
your
me.
Ghanaian fabulousness. Yes, we love it. So how you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
I'm doing good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blessed and highly flavored.
Amen.
Amen.
So, do you know, I saw on your Instagram you were playing a game, This or That.
Yes.
And we used to, back in the first 50 episodes or so, used to play This or That. So let's
Okay.
do a little This or That.
Okay, I'm
Ghanaian
A
ready.
edition.
Ghanaian edition. Okay, a Ghanaian edition.
Okay, ready,
This or
ready,
That.
ready.
Okay.
Right, so This or That. Kenke or Fufu?
Fufu.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Kenke's bitter.
Really?
No, mm-mm.
It's the texture on the hands. Like
You don't like
it's
it?
Too, you have to scrape it off, and I like
You do?
fufu. It slides down
Yeah,
easy,
that
and
is
the
true.
peeling of the kenke too. It's doing too much.
It's too much work.
Yeah,
It's
too much.
work. I'm
Peel
just
the
trying to eat and
kenke,
enjoy.
get every the residue off.
I know,
Fufu.
like on your...
Yeah.
Get off me.
I'm really into the residue.
Is it? You like
Really?
Kenke?
Yeah.
You like Kenke?
Yeah.
Ada.
I think
When
it
I was
tastes
young, I used to have
bitter.
ketchup when I was young.
Stop.
Stop
Disgusting.
it. Right.
That's
I had a
an
ketchup and
abomination.
corned beef on
That
the
is an
sides. The corned beef
abomination.
wasn't even cooked or anything. It was just fresh out the can.
That's
Did you used to do ketchup and rice?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm with you.
I'm
I
one of
hear
those.
it. I'm
Yeah.
with you. I hear it. I hear it.
Ketchup and rice. That is
Yeah.
crazy, guys.
I used to do rice and I used to mix it with butter and put slices of ham in it too.
Not the ham. I understand, no, but rice and butter is a thing.
That's what
But
ham in it.
ham.
Yeah.
He was remixing that from that
I was
fridge.
remixing
That is crazy. What do you-
poverty.
Poverty, yeah. That poverty meal. What do you pick?
KK.
Kenke.
I haven't had fufu for years and years and years.
You don't like fufu? Only in Ghana?
I don't think I had
You
like
had-
it in
you had
Ghana,
it in
but I
Ghana.
haven't. When the last time we went?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
I think that's the last time I had it. But even before, I don't remember the last time I even had it before that.
That's crazy. I feel like fufu is such a staple in the
Yeah.
Ghanaian household.
It's not like I don't like it, but if I'm going to pick out of the two,
You pick Kenke.
I do pick
Really?
Kenke, yeah.
Yeah.
And I enjoy sometimes fufu with a spoon.
I do
I
enjoy
used, to use,
the
I used to use that.
Yeah,
back in the,
yeah,
I used
yeah.
to use that back in the day. Yeah. I think for me, obviously, fufu and peanut soup, light soup,
Okay,
all of the soups,
Fair enough.
everything. High life or hip life?
High life.
High life. I
Yeah.
do like a high life, you know.
Do you know what it is? It's Daddy Lumba.
Daddy
Yeah.
Lumba.
You're actually right.
He's got me in a chokehold. Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so as well. For me, I like it when I go back like to Ghana and I'm like sitting in the car and the radio is on and they're playing.
Yes, that's
I
the music.
love
I
that
like
shit.
high life. I went to see Daddy Lumba in concerts once
Okay.
in Wood Green.
Okay.
In the
That is
church,
so
the concert was
random.
in the. It wasn't even during church service. It was in a church in the middle of the night
That is alright. Was it on the Wood
And
Green that
on the Wood Green
on-
High Road.
yep,
Yeah,
I know. I think
you
I
know
know
what
what
church I'm
church-
talking
yeah.
about. And there were so many aunties that I wish I would have my mum. I wouldn't my friends, but I wish I wouldn't have my mum. He was like all these aunties were. You think this is the Michael Jackson of Ghana?
No, he is.
yeah.
No, he
He
is.
kind of is the Michael Jackson of Ghana, innit?
He is. Even down to
yeah.
skin bleaching.
Oh,
Oh God.
oh no.
Should I say something?
Yeah.
You know, we love
Yeah,
him.
Daddy Lumba. Yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with High Life.
Yeah. Anymore?
Okay, so I'm gonna say, where you from in Ghana?
I'm from Akrosso.
Okay.
I've never heard of a crosser.
It's like, it's hard to explain. I don't know how to get
Yeah,
there because I've
yeah.
always been driven there.
Yeah.
But
Is it near Accra anyway?
no, not really.
No.
So have you been to Accra?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Accra or Acrosso? Acrosso?
Accra.
Accra.
Yeah. I'm a city boy.
Yeah.
I'm a city boy. And I need unlimited fan yoga.
Oh,
Yeah. Do you
And
know how fun you go?
I love a fan.
not in the village.
They
Yeah,
don't
you
have it-
probably can, but like I need
It's
it
scarce.
in walking distance. I need to be able to go to the shop
Yeah,
and get me some.
Yeah. So what tribe are you then?
So it's my mum is Fanti and this is the one I always forget. My dad is the other one.
Is
Ashanti.
it
Ashanti, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Ashanti. Okay, my dad's Ashanti as
So
well.
I don't know what that makes me. Half and half. I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
like me. I'm half and half as well.
How's the other half?
Ashanti and
Fanti?
not Fanti and a Chim.
Oh,
Yeah.
Achim.
Chim.
Yeah.
I'm half Ashanti, half Gar. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're all half and half, innit?
Yeah.
But
So what does it make? Did you just say half? I always get confused when people ask me because I'm like, I don't know who am
I mean,
I
it's just
picking?
a tribe, innit? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
it's a tribe. Some of them have different languages. You
Yeah,
know?
different language, different
Yeah.
cultures. They do
Different
actually have
cultures.
different
They do
cultures,
have- and
that
the
different
food-
traditions.
The food differs from like region to region as well,
Yeah.
which I didn't know. I feel like in terms of like food for us or for me, let me speak for me. I only know a specific region of food, and I think once you go out into different regions, there's different.
Do you know why
types.
you guys don't like kenke? Because it's gar kenke.
Oh,
and
here
gar
we go.
kenke is
Oh,
that's
what is that the Broughton one?
yeah.
I don't mind it.
It's a bit more smooth than the one you guys are talking of.
I don't actually mind. I don't mind. I prefer.
It is
that
more
one,
bitter though.
But isn't it? I think it's also the smell.
It's got a very strong fermented smell.
And I tell you, the only thing that makes it nice is the shrimps, the dry fish and shrimps. It's like I could eat that by itself.
I do like that, and I like chofi on the side.
Do you love some
Oh,
chocolate?
tilapia.
You guys, I might go to Auntie Connie's.
Is Auntie Connie's nice?
Auntie Connie's is nice. It's a restaurant
Auntie
it's in East London somewhere, like
remember-
deep East
That
London.
is nice, but Auntie Nana's in Newham is better.
Do you know Auntie Nana's is
I've
on our
heard
Uber Eats now?
Yeah, of course. I've been getting it. It's just that it's just expensive
Okay.
on Uber Eats.
Yeah.
It's like £19 for fufu and peanut soup.
That's a lot when you've been getting it at home.
Yeah. I just can't make. I can make light soup, but I can't make anything else.
But when you get at home, you get a headache too. So it's
Absolutely.
where you
Yeah.
have to weigh the options.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you get at
I'm getting it from
home.
Auntie Connie's.
Yeah, no, my mum will be like, I've pounded this fufu for you. And
And then you
you're
just want to
useless
come and
girl.
chop
You
and
just
go.
want to go. Exactly, you just want to eat and go.
Yeah.
And when I call your name, you better come right the second
Yeah,
because I've been
yeah.
pounding the fufu. Like,
Ciao. So what about you? Accra or where's the other place you're from?
so in Kumasi, I'm from a village in Kumasi called Kenyasi number 2.
Okay,
Because it's
Kenyasi number
Kenyasi
2.
number
Okay, Kenyasi number 2.
They could have been a bit more creative. There's no Wi-Fi there.
And there's no Wi-Fi, so you're gonna go for Accra. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So my dad is from Kumasi. I don't know where in Kumasi. I think it's called New York Bremer.
Is
Okay.
it?
I think.
Hmm.
And but he's not just he might not even be from there. I might just be making that up. But my mum is from a place called Chebi.
Yeah, I've heard of Chebi.
So none of them are actually from Accra.
Okay.
But we're still gonna go for Accra or Kumasi. I've never been to Chebi before, and I'm gonna say Accra. So I'm also a city girl.
You city girl.
I'm a city girl.
When was the last time you went to Ghana?
2016.
Oh, were we there that year?
2018.
Oh, 2018. Okay.
Yeah, it's just changed.
So yeah, I can imagine.
It's changed. We went. When's the last? We went in 20. Not last year. The year before.
2022.
2022.
For Easter.
Yeah, we went for the Easter 2022, and last time it was 2018. And the way that things have changed. in
Yeah,
that
it was
time,
2019 that became the year of the return. So all the African Americans were
Yeah.
going
Really?
to Ghana
Yeah.
in that time.
So we went in Easter the next time, and do you know? I think there were less queer people out the second time than we went
Yeah,
the first
yeah,
time.
yeah.
The first time the queers were outside.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the queer boys.
Yeah.
were in Bloombar.
I
Yes.
don't know a
Nicholas.
queer Ghana. I don't know a queer
Yeah,
Ghana.
really?
but you
Yeah.
will. You
Is there?
will. Like the next time you go, you will.
I don't know if I'm ready to go.
Oh, why?
A lot of trauma.
Is it? Did you go up there at any point?
I was sent there and lived there
Oh, when you were like in school.
when I was younger. Yeah,
And how long did you live there for?
a year. I was meant to be there longer, but
Yeah, you couldn't hack it.
it was
Yeah, my brother got sent there too.
had
Yeah.
to come back.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to. You know, all my friends are like, let's do 30th
Yeah.
December. I said, I need to see therapists
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. You need to heal
A lot
from
of the
that
quiz are
first.
going this December.
Yeah. And then,
They are, yeah.
A lot of the quiz
You
are
need
going
you need to
December.
heal from that first before you can, because it's
Yes,
probably
yes,
it's
yeah.
attached to those of negative things.
100. And
Yeah.
if I get to the airport and they try to ask me for money to
Oh, they
get my
will.
belongings, I'll
they
have
will.
a fit.
Oh, they
I'll
will.
start boxing people.
Oh, they will.
You have to ignore them.
They'll tell
just
you,
have to
give me
ignore
something
them,
small.
Yeah, something
Where are
small
you
for the
coming
boys.
from? London?
yeah. As soon as they hear the accent.
Yeah.
And they think we're rolling in money.
Isn't
Yeah.
it?
They think we're rolling in pounds. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's a lot.
Anyway.
But I hear it.
Anyway, let's get into it, Emanuel. Before we get into the Ghanas again.
Yeah.
So tell us what you do. Let the audience know. Obviously we know, but let the audience know. We like it when it comes from your own
Mouth.
mouth and
Oh.
that you with your own passion and everything like that. So let them know.
So I want to say I'm a performer and I'm on this creative journey. A lot of people know me as an actor for being in for Black Boys. I've done Panto at the Lyric Hammersmith, done a bit of Shakespeare at the Globe, and I'm now a writer and director. And that's the new journey that I am going on.
Oh wow, amazing. So for Black Boys, obviously I saw you in Flab Up.
I didn't see you.
You didn't see that one.
No, because I saw the last
The
one.
last one.
Yeah. I saw you in that. I'm
And
glad I
heard
went.
the last
Yeah.
one, your one was better.
Yeah, from
No.
Yeah.
From multiple sources.
Multiple?
Yeah, not
yeah.
just one. I heard
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, the people that went to this first and the second one, because I was
Yeah.
gonna go again the second time because
Yeah.
when you have different actors on telling the same story, there's still a different essence to it. So I was gonna see it again, and when the people were saying that, I said, "Yeah, I went to the Mr. J." Mr. J.
Yeah, unfortunately,
But-
I didn't get to see it because when I had tickets for yours, but I had tickets twice.
Oh,
But I was working on production,
Okay.
my 10-hour days, and there was I think it was going into production, so it was in like pre, and I was like, I can't do it all, so I had to I had to sell my ticket. And the second time I was on another production, and I was trying to make it, and I was late because I was stuck in traffic, so I didn't get to see your show, and I'm really sad about that. I'm really, really sad about that.
okay.
But yeah, tell us about your experience on the show.
Do you know what? I had a really good experience. I was with the show for like for almost 3 years.
Is that like workshopping it and stuff before?
Well, we did a small version in an 80-seater venue.
wow.
Then we went to the Royal Court, and then the Royal Court, then we went to the Apollo. So it was like a massive progressive. But
Yeah.
I remember like when I was a duty manager of a West End venue theatre. I was the first duty manager of this venue. You know, it was a very big deal. They were like, we've never had a black person on a managerial team, and you know, I was very grateful. And it was I was working in I think one of the third biggest West End venues in London, and you know, I was like really grateful. I said thank you for promoting me, this and this. Then when the job came, and obviously acting has always been in my heart, and I've been in and out. And then it was that thing of mortgage or act. And I was like, I said, the acting is not coming. So I said, let me just, you know, put the roots down.
Yeah.
I want a house. And then just as I got promoted, this job came. I said,
Opportunity. Look at
Dream.
God. Well, look at God though. That's crazy.
yeah. And it was like, when I remember thinking, it was like a massive pay cut.
It always is.
Yeah. And it was a lot of options. And I remember my housemate at the time was just like, you walk around this house saying you're an actor, but I don't see you act. I was like,
It's always those people like, don't quit your dreams, all this stuff. How am I supposed to pay for my bills?
exactly.
How am I?
And then I just remember thinking, I'm just going to do it. And I'm glad I did.
Did you have to weigh up the pros and cons?
Heavy.
How long did it take you to make that decision?
An hour.
That's not very long.
An hour in Soho.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have to pursue your dream.
You have to.
I have to. Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to. You have to.
Yeah, my mum was like, "Oh, why can't you get a normal job?" I said, "I might as well be dead." She was just looking at me like I was
Isn't
mad.
that the truth?
But it's true
Yeah.
though. Like you're put on this earth for a reason. And the work that you put out is really important, because people, after we're gone, you know, years and years down the line, people are going to see it, and they're going to be impacted by what we've done and what we've put on this earth. So I'm glad that you did that, because the show was a bloody success.
Yeah.
And it was so crazy because when I was going into it, I didn't think, oh my gosh, this is going to be a big show. I knew I was going into an 80-seat small venue theatre, and there was no one
crazy.
said, oh, you know, this could escalate. That was not on the table. I was just going purely because of the nature of the show, what it stood for, and almost like I remember like when I auditioned, the way I was talking myself out of it, heavy doubts.
Wow.
Because I think it was one of those things where it was the first audition I had after lockdown. So, you know, the body hadn't been moving, the acting hadn't been acting, and it was a group audition. So when I walked in, it was like a group of 20 black people, and I said, okay. And I was looking around the room, I said, okay, 6-pack, 8-pack, 12-pack. Okay, 6-pack, 8-pack, 12-pack. I said, hey! I said, oh, where's all the people that look like me?
Yeah.
And it was sinking in that, oh my gosh, I've put myself up for the wrong job. And then when we were acting together, and you know, our amazing director Tristan, he got us to move together, do improvisation. People started singing. I was like, oh, singing. I said, oh, the voice don't even do that. So I was like,
I mean,
oh,
I
this
heard you
job is
singing on
not for
stage.
me. I didn't even know I could even do that.
Wow.
I didn't even know. Like I'm one of those people when people ask me, oh, do you sing? I say, no, I don't sing. But in the time and the place, you can act yourself into singing. And if you believe it, you can make yourself sound good.
Well, I believed it. Like I would have thought you did some. You know, people do performing arts in school,
Yes,
and they do singing, and I would have thought that was your background.
No.
Wow.
I get scared when it comes to singing, and it's something that I'm trying to get a new relationship with.
Well, you could have fooled me.
Yeah.
It did for you.
It did. Oh, that's amazing. So, like, as the show went and progressed into being so big and being to different venues, how did that make you even feel?
I felt blessed. I think after the first time we did it, I was like, oh, this is not a normal show. It was like church. The couple of shows, we had an audience member, like, I don't know if anyone spoke about this, but we had an audience member started screaming for God and was just like, oh my gosh, I want to change my life. I want to change my life. And I was like, wait, what's going on?
Oh.
What's going on? And it was almost like evangelism, and it was like telling these stories of what these black boys have been through. People were like, oh my gosh, I've been through this. I had people messaging me coming out.
Right.
I had a 50-year-old tell me I'm married, I've got kids, and the show has moved me that I need to tell the truth and come out. I said,
Oh my God.
Wow. This show actually changed lives.
yeah, it really did. It really, really did. And it changed my life for the better, and it made me go, okay, cool. I just don't want to act and be a performer. I want to do the work.
I mean, like, stories like this, because it's like, how many men were there? Like six men in the show, and obviously they had like different stories. But stories, we don't see stories like this, and that, I think that is the main thing. And when you have an audience come into this theatre and they're like, oh my God, I have never sat down in a theatre and seen a story like this. Like, we've all gone to the theatre, we've all seen shows. I started going to the theatre when I was like in school. I remember the first musical that I saw, Guys and Dolls, like, predominantly white. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't see this stuff. And that's what it's like, going into that theatre and be like, wow, I see myself. I feel seen. That is such a huge thing. Like, every black show that I see, I never forget. Yeah. Like, I never, ever forget. So it's really important that you sat down and said, oh, I need to tell some stories. Because there's not enough.
Yes.
There's not enough, especially like queer. So when you're going into it, did you know it was a queer role that you was auditioning for?
Well, my role wasn't queer.
Oh.
It was
the
bald guy.
You told me that
queer,
actually. You told me.
Which was, I feel like it was really nice because Ryan, who is amazing, he allowed me to authentically be myself. And that was one thing that I was worried about is, am I going to look too camp on stage? And Ryan assured me that the character that I'm playing, Pitch, this is him. Do you get me? And there needs to be, but there are straight people who, you know, are a little bit flamboyant and people label them as, oh, you're gay. And that's not the case. Do you get me? And then the one that is gay is the DL, and that's what he wanted to portray. And for me, it was a blessing that I didn't have to force or fake. I know it's acting in the day, but you need to bring truth to it. And I needed to be like, okay, cool. Well, I'm not straight. However, what can I bring to make this character realistic?
Yeah.
And that was what it was amazing about it. But it was one of those things where I felt like the gay character could have had his own show. And that was one thing I remember leaving, and why I created my show was on the first day. We were like talking about it and talking about like DL culture and, you know, and suicide being the number one reason in the black community, you know, why we're losing our brothers and sisters. Yeah. And I was like, where's the show talking about this? And I said, I want to do it.
That's the thing, like, I think people always complain like, oh, we're not seeing enough of this, we're not seeing it. Go and make it. Yeah. You have to go. You have to go make it. Like, I always, because I'm a writer myself, and I always write stuff that I want to see. Because if I want to see it, there are gonna be people who want to see it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So it's so important that you're doing this, and your inspiration came from seeing. That's what I'm saying. Someone's gonna be inspired by you seeing your show.
To even do,
Let's get into your show.
Yes.
Ooh. Let's get. What is it called?
Limp Wrist and
Limp
Fist.
Wrist and
I love that title.
You would get. When I saw the title, I was thinking, what inspired the name?
I can't take the credit. I cannot take the credit. I didn't make it up. So when I was doing As You Like It at the Globe, it was a queer version of As You Like It. And we had an amazing choreographer. Her name is Bambi. And she was teaching us some voguing and, you know, there was only...
I think we know Bambi.
You know Bambi, yeah.
Does Bambi with blue hair or not?
No, Bambi hasn't got blue hair. I think Bambi at the moment is raising funds.
Yes.
Make sure you do that. Go fund me.
Yes, go fund. Yeah. And she was literally like, there's only so much I can teach you, but I'm going to teach you the basis. So, you know, we were learning like a little bit of whacking, you know, all of the moves and whatnot. And she was like, I can't remember the move we were doing, but we were doing a move and she was just like, guys, there's power behind your limp wrist. You have an iron fist behind it. And it was like a Raven Simone moment. I went, I beg your pardon. Say that one more time for me. And it was ringing in my head. Bearing in mind, the show, I think I had finished writing the show at this point, but it didn't have a title. I was like messing around with titles and I was like, I didn't know what to call it and nothing was fitting. And when I heard that, I was like, that's the show title. And it's so funny because Bambi was just like, I heard that from someone else. She was like, I didn't make that up. She's like, I heard that from someone else. I said, but this is what I love about things like this, is like passing on the knowledge.
Passing on the knowledge.
So yeah. Cannot take the credit.
That's amazing. When did you... Actually, before we get into that, what is it about?
Without
giving some spoilers.
The story is based on me, and there's true events that's happened, and it's one of those, it happened in one night type of things, and it's a story about how I came out to my friends. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay. It's even sold out.
I want to see it.
It's sold out.
Are you only having it for a few nights?
Is it 4 nights?
Five nights, yeah.
We need to go to the Brixton and be like, shall we...
listen, I've been having issues with Brixton. I say, hey, what's wrong with you? What's going on?
Hopefully, you know, like stuff like this, like it gets picked up.
Well, this is what, you know.
And then we might be able to see.
Because it's obviously, it hasn't even started. It's not even out yet. And it's already sold out. So that's already an amazing look.
Yeah.
And I'm hopefully say next weekend, we'll run it again next weekend.
Which I didn't even know, like in my head, like I think the dream is always to have a sellout show and, you know, popular demand. But I think I was the first time producer, first time writer, first time I said actor, I'm not acting in it. First time movement choreographer, first time marketing. So there was a lot against me.
That's a lot.
And I was like,
to wear.
Even if there's 2 people in the audience, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
So to know that we haven't started and the thing is finished,
that's how you know there's
a blessing.
Huge demand for it.
I definitely feel like a lot of more people are going to want to go and
watch
it.
Absolutely.
And obviously, there's a hunger for black queer shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in theatre. Like, so please, even though it's first time, I didn't make sure it's third.
I mean, you know what? Like, people come. This is already like it's in the stars already because it's sold out. Which means they will see that there's a demand for it. There's a hunger for it, and we need more people need to see it, and that's what's I see.
Yeah.
That's
what's the capacity?
80.
The C.
Which was the same number we started with for Black Boys.
Yeah.
Exactly. So imagine if it takes that similar kind of journey.
I would love it to take the similar journey.
Yeah.
But I always say, I believe in faith, and whatever is meant to happen, is meant to happen. And I feel like this first version is just a seed, and I'm looking for someone to pour water on it for it to grow. So it's not a finished thing. Do you get me? And I had to condense it to make it an hour, so it's not even the whole version of the show. So I took some things out.
What we need is people to bring money.
Yeah,
Producers.
hey,
was
I
that
also have a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Was that like
Put
probably
the
the
link.
biggest challenge, like money?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And the turnaround, when I found out that I was doing a show at Brixton House, the turnaround was so fast that I don't have a producer, so no one told me, oh, baby, you need this much money. Do you get me? I was just like, okay,
Oh, you were the producer.
Well, yeah. So I was like, let me crunch the numbers. So, every day I'll be like, okay, so the actors will get this much.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. The movement director will get this much. And I was like, the assistant director will get this. And I was like, oh, wait, hold on. This much is
It's
really...
adding up.
It's
It's adding up. It's a lot of money.
Then I was like, okay, cool. Let me apply for arts funding. Denied. I said, okay. Apply for it again.
always
Denied.
fine.
I said, so Brixton, what do I do? They were like, well, there's a crowd fund. I said, this crowd
It's
fund.
what
Do you know what it
crowdfund.
is? Do you know what it is? Begging people for money is the hardest thing to do.
Oh,
Please
100.
give me money to make art.
Nana did it for her first film.
I did it for my first film. I raised about
Well, her
14k.
second film because I'm the
Oh,
star
yeah,
of her
so-
first one. I'm the
I
star
did
of
a
her
micro
first
short that she was on. She was in.
It's
on
still
YouTube.
valid.
Yes, take it.
Yes, absolute star of the show. Star of the show. And then my second film, that I wrote and produced, I had to go fund me. And begging people for money for the arts when there's people asking for other things that are more important. I'm just like, ooh, this is
It puts you in a very
it's
difficult
weird,
position,
and I never
yeah.
want to have to beg for money.
I
again.
said I'm never doing it again. You will never see my name on GoFundMe
No,
ever
ever
again.
again. Ever
So is
again.
the GoFundMe still out? Is it still?
Yeah,
you're still actively raising.
It's still active, yeah. Which is it's difficult because obviously we open on Wednesday, and we didn't hit the target.
Right, yeah.
So there's been a lot of begging and borrowing and stealing and going, okay, cool. Well, with what we have, what can we do?
Right.
So, the set is looking, art attacky.
Yeah.
And, I've been very blessed that ASOS blessed me with costume.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but then...
shout out to ASOS.
Do you know what?
Listen.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
These trousers, ASOS sent me these trousers.
No, ASOS be sending us
These be
stuff.
sending us
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, so thank you. You're helping the community.
But,
Yeah.
but this is what I mean. It's so lovely because the amazing Zach Tate really came through. And again, it was one of those things where it just asking, does anyone know? Does anyone have any links? And ASOS very much want to help, especially in the queer community.
Yeah.
And they said, what do you need? We got you. And if it wasn't for them, everyone will be in blacks because there was no money to buy their costume.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
And Shoe, also
the
amazing.
Shoe.
They donated 4 pairs of shoes for the actors.
Wow.
And it's a blessing because even the money that I'm paying the actors is not what they
No, not
deserve.
what they get. But usually, a lot of the time, when we're saying like you have to beg, borrow, and steal, like usually when people like read a script, they're like, I love it, I see the vision, and I'm willing to take a little bit less than I usually take my normal rate because I believe in this so much. And that is what is beautiful as well,
Yeah.
because some of these things are not paying chicken change.
Yeah.
Absolute chicken change,
Yeah.
and you can't do much with that pay. But
yeah.
you believe in that. You believe in it.
And it's nice that someone believes
Yeah.
in the work that you're doing
Yeah.
as well. And I can imagine because you're a Virgo, you want everything to be
You're a
perfect.
perfectionist.
Yeah.
These
100.
people are hard work, you know.
I know, very, very.
Are you the director as well?
Yeah, directing it. Yeah, but do you know what? In my head, and I love it. I have an amazing assistant director, Nate, who keeps me on track, and he's directed before. And obviously, if I didn't have him, I don't know how the rehearsal room would go because in my head, I'm doing a West End version.
Yeah, of course
I
you
know,
are.
and it should
As
be
a
like
Virgo.
that.
Yeah, and he,
Yeah.
Nate really brings me down to earth, and he's like, I know you've got a West End version in your head, however, we need to do a Brixton version. I said, well, you do that,
And I'll do this.
and I'll do this.
Yes, but it's a good
we,
balance.
We really balance each other off, and do you get me? Like, there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to do that was very questionable, and when I'm like, oh guys, I want you to do this, Nate would just look at me. I said, never mind, we'll take it out.
Yeah.
We'll take it out. Yeah, so it's really, it's going really well.
Is it predominantly queer people you're working with, or is it
Everyone's
like across
queer in
the
the
board?
room.
Wow.
Everyone's
okay.
queer in the room.
That's
yeah.
good.
Which wasn't even my goal. When
Just happened?
Yeah, when I did an open call, I said come as you are, and in the auditions, I had people who didn't, wasn't queer or wasn't DL, and they were just like, I just want to be a part of the experience, and I said I want to see everyone, and it was just by chance that everyone just ended up being queer.
Do you know what I wouldn't say I love, but I really, really enjoy watching DL characters, and the reason being is because in real life it's DL. Not everyone gets experience. Especially if you're not a queer man. Like you don't really have proximity to
I don't know any DL man.
I don't know the DL lesbians either. But if you just don't see proximity unless you're a queer man. It's not something that you see, and a lot of people don't believe it as well. Especially like straight people, they just don't believe it. They just think that only queer men only look one certain way.
Yeah, if the flamboyant.
They're all flamboyant and stuff like that. And I'm not sure. Would you call a DL man queer?
No, I call them DL.
Yeah, because when Miles came on, Miles was like they're part of the LGBT community. When Miles came in, but I think that's up to interpretation.
It is up to interpretation.
Yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't say they're part of it. I'll call them DL too.
Yeah,
it's very specific, isn't it?
Very specific, and I feel like that being so specific, a lot of people have never seen it before. They don't. So when you see things in theatre, it makes it real.
Yes,
and there's a representation of that. So as much as you might have some opinions on DL, it's real life. Like, let's face up to it. It's something that really happens. So hopefully there's more tickets.
What did you think about, just a quick second, what did you think about Tyler Perry's representation of the DL man and for coloured boy? Was it for coloured girls?
For coloured girls.
Wait, what was that? What was that one?
Who was DL in that?
The guy from Power. Wasn't it?
Janet Jackson.
You did the bending.
You did the bending.
So you did the bending, huh? So you did. Do you know? I'm sorry, but I'm ratchet. I love Tyler Perry. I
love his films because they make me laugh.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting something from it. It's easy.
It's so easy.
It's very entertaining.
Do you know what? I think that Tyler Perry does them laced wigs, the rubbish cane roll lace on purpose.
Yes.
Because you've got budget now. He's still doing
a whole studio.
I feel like wigs is where you lose money. He's like, if anything, we can cut the budget down. He was like the wig is not going to make you act. The acting is going to make you act.
It's
so
true.
do you get me? If you can see the lace, that's your own business.
We can more than see.
Focus on what the face is doing. Do you get me? And I'm not mad at it.
No,
I
I've seen
love
that
seeing
lace
a
on my
bad
glasses.
wig. I'm not mad.
I like Tyler Perry too. I do. Like, I love how terrible some of the things are.
Yeah.
I love. Wasn't there something recently you watched?
Well, I watched Acrimony, which was terrible.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
so
still.
good. But the new
The
one...
Deliverance.
No, I haven't seen that one.
I wish I watched it with a Bible.
with the white grandma who's
Yes.
hood as hell.
Yes.
I haven't seen that one.
Who? That white grandma did what?
Yeah.
Glenn Close.
Glenn Close, yeah. Was she in what was that film where she killed the man?
Oh.
Fatal Attraction? Maybe it wasn't that one. No, it wasn't that one. But yeah, Glenn Close.
Yeah, so good.
I didn't watch it. I haven't watched it. But I watched the one with Megan Good and they knock over the casket or something in the church. It was like, this is the
What?
Oh, I want to watch this
That's
one.
the opening. Like,
That's the opening.
scene.
Yeah.
What do you mean knocking over the casket in the church?
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course
yeah.
it's Tyler Perry.
They took out the
body.
body from the casket and carried him out.
In the funeral?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ratchet. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So I mean, that's some of the representation we have. You doing the bending?
We're doing the bending?
Yeah.
Do you know what? There's a world where I want to see more of that over here. I feel like we don't get enough Nollywood on stage, and I want to see Nollywood. I want to see Gollywood.
I want to see all of it.
Yeah. And I want, I feel like I want to see more on stage where you don't take it too serious and it's more
we're allowed
like
to
Desmond.
have medium ugly shows and films.
In the beginning, it has to be top notch for 10 out of 10, and then it will give space to the media. But you guys are allowed to write it, so you guys have more money in your pockets. You need to have more money in your pockets.
Yes.
We need budget, guys.
Yeah. Do you want to write more things?
I do. For me, I'm heavily dyslexic, so the writing process has not been easy. Because
you guys are starting in common.
I got ADHD, so that writing process is not.
What I think makes sense to me when someone reads it goes, I'm so confused what you're saying. I said, but I see it. I see it. And they were like, what are you trying to say? I said, I'm trying to say he went up the hill. He was just like, oh, okay, but why did you not just say that? Because you said that he took lift and then took an umbrella with him and, you know, he skipped. And I love to go around the houses.
Yeah, you're envisioning it.
Yeah. So I'm, trying to learn.
Do you have to have an editor? Like, what is...
I with this script, I sent it to so many people to help me edit it where it don't make sense. A lot of it was just grammar. People were just like, okay, cool, but when an actor reads it, they need to take a breath. So where do you want the breath to come? I said, well, I brought the next line under. I said, that's where the breath goes. We're like, no, but in the sentence, like, I said, I don't know about that one. I said,
so in that, were certain things taken out? You're like, no, we need that in there.
I've been quite relaxed because I knew I was trying to make a similar version.
Yeah.
So Nate would be like, okay, this needs to come out, this needs to come out. So I've been a bit like, okay.
Right.
But when I do it again, I say I'm putting it back in.
Yeah.
I said, if this is a longer version, I'm putting it back in.
Yeah. And there will be a longer version.
Yeah. Oh, I want a longer version.
No,
yeah. There will be. Oh, I'm sad.
I'm sad that I can't see, because I think the first black queer thing that we saw was, what was it called?
Foxes.
Oh, Foxes, yeah.
Theatre 503.
Yeah.
Yes.
When that queer scene happened in Foxes, we started screaming.
Really?
And we had a friend called Boobs with our friend Honey.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, because we didn't see it coming.
We didn't expect it. Like,
I didn't expect it.
Yeah, we didn't know. I don't think we knew that it was.
No, we didn't know. Even because we got invited to go and see that.
Okay.
Dylan invited us, not Dylan.
Yes.
So Dylan invited us, and obviously we're just like, oh, normally we get invited to queer things. Like, why did we get invited to this? But we were happy to go and see. We like theatre, so we was happy to go. And we were just okay, we're watching the and then it happened. That's why I got invited.
And that was a good show. I think we were sitting there like, oh my God, we've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
And it would be nice for the UK to produce more like queer stuff. I know there's a TV show called Mr. Loverman.
Yeah.
That's just coming out.
It's coming out.
I can't wait to see that
yesterday, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, there's just so much work.
So much. Mine is interesting because mine doesn't talk about the DL culture, which I feel like when I know like people who write stuff for theatre, that's what they want to see. And I go, cool, there are stories out there. I said, I want to do the other side.
Yeah.
Because mine is literally just about a friendship group who are queer. And that's the heart of the show. It's no one's hiding. Yeah, my character's come out, but he's unapologetic. Well, that word didn't want to come out of my mouth. He's unapologetically himself from the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's what happens with that.
How did your real queer friendship group inspire that?
Everyone's based on a real life character, and it inspired me heavily because when I realized what I was going through wasn't similar to what my friends was going through, I really just stood back and was like, oh, interesting, what makes us friends? Because there wasn't a connect. And for the longest time, I was just like, we are 4 misfits who have just clumped together because we're black and we're queer. I said, surely that can't be the foundation. And then when I really deeped it, and then like that was one thing was like when I would go in clubbing and I would see these small cliques of black groups that, you know, don't let you in even though they see you and you're black. I was like, but why is it? And it's like tight knit and they don't like, and that's what was making my mind go. I said, this is what I want to speak about.
Yeah, I feel like in the black queer community, it can come across, especially with the gay men, I think it can come across as quite cliquey.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people say that they find it difficult to find other black queer friends or whatever, because how do you penetrate those friendship circles that are already there? And even with our friendship circle, I can see how people might look at us and feel like we're giving "don't sit with us" vibes.
Yes,
I can be honest and say that I can see how
absolutely
see
100%.
that. Yeah,
100%. But I think like, you know, like back in the day, we were gravitating towards each other because of our queerness, and then after, like when you get a bit older, some of those friendships might fall away or become stronger because it becomes deeper than that.
Yeah.
And I think that's also the beauty.
Yeah.
Because I remember just running around with people because I was trying to find queer
friends. I was to buy bitches of people that I just met them online the other day. Yes. I want to go to this club.
That was majority of my going out experience was meeting people online and going, okay, cool. Let's go out. Where do you want to go? Yeah.
How have those friendships evolved today?
I miss a lot of them.
Yeah.
And it's a lot, like, not that I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are.
Yeah. No, for real.
But it was one of those things where I'm no longer on Facebook. So if I don't have you on Instagram, I find it very hard to know what's going on in your life. And I remember like there was people who I met online, and we'll go clubbing, and I would live life with them, and it would be amazing.
Yeah,
and
it'd be a moment.
It just disappeared one day.
Yeah.
It's funny because the first time I went to a gay or queer club, I was really young, and I went with this guy that I met online on MSN. I do not know where he is today. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody out, and I feel like it was them. I feel like they've transitioned. I think it's them, but they didn't recognize me. And because I knew them as a different gender before, if it's this person, I didn't want to go and like remind them of their past life, or maybe, do you know what I mean? Or I don't know where they are at basically, and it could be the wrong person. But I'm like 80% sure it's them. But at the same time, I don't trigger nothing, so I haven't said anything. But it was a moment. And we held each other's hand through the first time, and it was beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, and but it's interesting that a lot of people have that. They have that. Where's this person? I feel like the Facebook gays are not really on Instagram.
No, they're not.
They're still on Facebook.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I've still got an account, but like, do I use it? No.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be checking my Facebook.
Do you know what? Recently I've been going, should I just download it again, just to be nosy?
No, but that's
I'll
what
go
Ro
down a
checks
black
it
hole
for mess. You check it for mess,
I
innit?
check it nosy. But also I check it because I've got Ghanaian family members on there, and I know that they think I'm nonsense because I'm lesbian. So I like to post things to let them know I'm not doing nonsense.
Still here, still queer.
That's like my number one. I'm not gonna lie, that's my number one reason.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I need the aunties and uncles and nieces and nephews and cousins who are homophobic to know this lesbian is doing stuff.
Yes,
that's the reason. Yeah.
Yes. Can I ask what your first queer club was?
Hidden.
So was mine. It was on a Wednesday in Vauxhall. Like, was it under the bridge?
It was on the bridge.
Under the bridge.
Yeah. Okay.
I went. This was 2011 for me. So I was in uni. I was in Kingston, and I saw someone that she was talking about sex with a woman on Twitter. And I was like, oh my god, it's queer and black. And so I DM'd her, and I was like, hey, I want to make friends. I don't know any queer people. I literally didn't know any queer people. And then she was like, do you want to come out?
Was there a lesbian night?
Yeah. Hidden.
No, Hidden was
was it
lesbian.
mixed?
I feel like it was mixed. Maybe I went to HBD.
I feel like
time.
everything was mixed back in the day.
Yeah, it was mixed.
Okay.
It was only gotten more. Well, Booty. No, that was still mixed.
I feel like, well, do you know what? The first time I went to Booty, it was quite. It was still more men.
Yeah.
But there were more women
Now
than,
there's like
than
none.
there is now.
Yeah.
Like cis women.
Yeah, but it was it was mixed. My bad, it was mixed because I remember like going in there and it was like an out of body experience.
Wow.
Walking in there, it's like everything slowed down and I was like out of my body and I was just watching what would like. It was weird. It was so strange, mad.
Yeah. How about yours? What was your first one?
I don't even know if this place even exists anymore, but it was called Angel and it was in Stratford.
Oh, in Stratford.
Yeah, and it was one of those knock, 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 slide.
No.
Yeah. Can we come in?
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
When was this?
I want to say it was 2008. And I ended up there because, again, was speaking to this guy called Sean on, I want to say it was MSN. And he lived in Abbeywood and I was in Thamesmead. And he was just like, oh, I don't know any other black queer friends. Do you want to go? And he was like, I know this place in Stratford. I said, okay, cool. Let's go for it. And boy, oh boy, it was like one of them dive places. Like we were the only black people that walked up in there.
Oh, so it was majority like white.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Met my first boyfriend there. Don't even know where he is now. It was called Liam.
Liam. Hey, Liam.
Liam, if you're watching this,
Liam is
thinking
such
about
an
you.
English lad. Yeah.
Liam.
Oh, so he was on Facebook too then?
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah,
if you log
yeah.
in, Chai, you'll see him.
I know.
Yeah.
One day. But yeah, and then I think after that there was another place in Lewisham called like can't remember the name, it was like numbers, like 256 or something like that. And then after that I graduated, went to Heaven.
Oh yeah.
And then it wasn't until like, I feel like I was quite late. It was later on I went to Bootylicious, Jungle Kitty, Pussy Palace.
Oh, yeah.
Really late in the
I don't know if
game.
I've been to Jungle Kitty. Well, I've been to a Jungle Kitty collab.
Okay.
Yeah.
Connections, yeah.
Yeah, we went to Connections.
We've been to Connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love
These are all the
Connections.
ones that mainly the queer guys go
Yeah.
to.
But we
So the
always
ones
have
in the beginning,
fun.
were they mainly queer guys then? The one in Lewisham.
Yes, but older guys, older guys, and we will always be like the young
guys that they're
baby
trying
girls.
to
Yeah. What do they call it? The fresh meats.
Yes, yeah. Which I didn't mind. I feel like back then I wasn't really looking for black people because obviously there was like a group of us, so it was just us experiencing life in these white clubs. And then it was later on I was like, okay, now right, the R&B room in heaven is not doing enough.
No.
And now look, where's the rest of us?
Yeah.
The R&B room in heaven, have you been to it recently?
No.
Sorry, I'm not stepping foot in heaven ever again.
Do you know, I went, was it this year or last year?
Was it this year? Because Tali was DJing, no?
I feel like it was last year.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Well, at some point, our friend was DJing there.
Okay.
Because they've really tried to revamp that Wednesday.
They did.
The thing, if you're gonna, I get it, you're gonna get these DJs to come, but these DJs, we see these same DJs in Blackway events. So
Why
you
would we
need
come
need
to-
something else to entice
What
us
is
to
your
come
unique
there.
selling points?
Yeah, because
Do you know what I
your heaven crowd is still a heaven crowd.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I only went because my friend was. I stayed for her one piece of set and that was it, 1 hour and left.
Yeah.
And
It's not given.
It still wasn't giving.
It's not given. I'm sorry, nothing beats for me specifically, nothing beats like a black night. It just doesn't. I will never forget the day I walked into Hidden ever.
Yeah, that
I've
was the
seen
first time I saw like
black,
two men
so
dancing together.
Exactly, two men lip sync. Like
Wow.
I'd never seen that before.
I wish I knew about Hidden.
No, it was
I
amazing.
feel like I've missed out.
No, it wasn't.
It's not
it
there
was an
anymore,
era.
yeah.
Is it
It was an
not?
era.
Yeah, it's not there
It's
anymore.
not there anymore.
A lot of do you know, a lot of the Vauxhall, apart from Booty, is the only thing that's in Vauxhall.
Really?
There was Hustlers and Divas. Did you ever go to Hustlers and Divas?
No, only one I went to was Fire. Is it Fire or Flame or?
Oh, Bad Bitches in
Yes.
Fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to that one day.
We
Friday.
went to a lot of.
Every last Friday of the month that was on.
Yeah.
Even that is not a thing
A
anymore.
thing anymore.
What?
I went Vauxhall Tavern once. That was an experience.
Oh, how was that?
I've never been there.
I said the once.
That lets
I
you
said
know
the once.
everything. No, Hustlers and Divas was an experience.
Yeah, it was an era.
Like walking in there, and it's like now there's a bit of segregation with the gay boys and the lesbians.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we have separate events now, and
no,
it's
I
and it's
hate that.
boring. I
Oh,
love.
you need to come to our event. We're having a party, Homoween.
Yeah,
Homo.
Yes, it's called Homoween. We're
Yeah.
having that
It's on
on
the 1st of
the
November.
1st of November
Halloween.
in Tottenham Court Road. So we need to send you the invite.
Please.
and bring
Yes.
your boys.
Yeah,
I'll bring them,
because it's meant to be-
everyone.
ours is quite. We're trying to make it very mixed.
Our last
Yeah.
one was pretty mixed.
Our
It
last
was
one was quite
okay,
mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, queer men and queer women and non-binary people, we can exist in the same room
100.
and
Yeah.
have fun together.
It's the best
100.
time as well. It's the like I prefer it than to go into like a just predominantly lesbian space.
Yeah.
Because I want to see you, man, on your head top.
Yeah.
That's what I want to
Doing the
see.
madness.
It's just a different flavor. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
even like
Vibe.
Bootylicious, even though there would be 80% men in there or even 90% men in there, we still used to go.
Yeah, because a good
We
time.
still
And
used
it's
to
not
be
like
in there.
we'll like there's no women there for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
We just had to have fun.
Normally, when people go out, they want to go because they want to see the attraction.
Do you know what I love about Bootylicious? I don't know what it is about Bootylicious, but I love Grind Up on an Uncle. It's the only place I said, do you know what?
I'm
Uncle, I won't feel in there, but come on then.
I
The
love
uncles are
that.
there.
The uncles are there.
I remember
Yeah.
before there was a lot of like yardies that used to go where we used to go.
Mm.
And they were older gay men.
Older men.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
man,
were
yeah.
gay,
Definitely.
What is your type? Yeah, is this complicated? Is this layered?
My type don't like me
What do you mean?
because I really want a Filipino guy.
Oh.
I really like an Asian guy. And I feel like black and Asians, it's very rare you see them together.
I don't think I've seen a black and Asian.
No, I haven't. Like
Like a gay couple?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
See,
haven't
and
Yeah.
But we know someone else who likes well, they date black as well, but like they
Yeah,
like-
he likes Filipinos
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know. The Filipino community have got me in a chokehold. In a chokehold. I
Where
don't.
do you even find? Because where do you find
I
them?
don't know where.
Yeah.
I don't know where. But
Like, what's their queer scene?
I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
hard.
There was even a time where, like, when I was on Hinge, I was like trying to make it that I only found.
Filipino. How would you even do
Like,
that?
I was going on the filters and I said,
yeah.
"Hey, what's going on?"
Yeah.
But like, I'll see them, but they don't want.
What did they like?
I think they
guys?
also like to stay in their community.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Filipinos in my school, and they do stay in their community.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I had I was in a group, a girl group. not like singing, just the girl group.
Okay.
With like 2 Filipino girls. We call themselves Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
And
Copyright.
I know. Who was I again? That was the green one. What was the green one?
The Blossom, Bubbles, and
I was the one that was
the other one.
Yeah, I was that one. They were the nice
It's Buttercup,
names.
I think.
I was Buttercup.
Cool.
Yeah. And they were Filipino. Until this day, them two are still friends.
Ah.
They are still friends. I had them on Instagram. One of them actually, TJ, listens to the podcast. She listens to the podcast.
Okay.
I think they're still friends. Remind me if you guys are still friends. I think yeah. But like those two, like especially TJ, Teresa, like she listens to the podcast. She messages me, tells me how proud she is and stuff like that. But yes, Filipino people are tight knit.
Yeah,
that community. And I always used to say I want a love like a Filipino love because
Yes.
they never break up.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have to camp outside Jollibee's.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good shout.
This one in Leicester
with a
Square.
sign.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
want chocolate loving, let me just love you now. Yeah.
Listen, if you're Filipino, please, and you're a man. Do you like men? Only men?
Yeah.
Man, you're a man. You know what to do with DMs.
Come
Because
through.
that is going to be the title.
Do you know what I enjoy doing? I'm such a geeky person when it comes to flirting. But when, again, my Virgo spirit, when I really like someone, I send them a picture of a slide. And then they come back and be like, why have you sent me a picture of the slide? I said, I'm sliding into the DMs.
I'm done. I'm done.
That's my humour.
I'm
If you see a slide, you know what I'm doing.
Screw would you do that? You're going to use that one?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That is a good
I
one.
think that's good.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah.
They always get
Before you
confused
ask
about
me,
huh?
no.
I hate the whole, hey, how you doing?
I know it's
Just send a
boring, isn't
picture,
it?
thinking that there's going to be something like nasty. And it's like, why have you sent me a slide? But like, let's deep what I'm doing. Yeah, that's my humor.
I'm so sorry. Like, when people DM just hate,
Dead.
It's boring. It's really boring. That's why I don't do it.
I'm
'cause
not
I-
responding to you. Like,
Yeah.
I've just stopped responding. Like,
No, but people DM some interesting stuff though. Like they do.
I just get hey.
No, it's dry.
No,
Well, actually, you know, I'm not gonna lie. Some people do compliment and stuff. Like that,
I
but-
prefer the slide thing and not other
yeah,
crazy things.
it's a
that
sense
I've
of humor.
heard.
It's very
It's
much.
character.
A lot of them are weird.
Next time
everyone's gonna
someone
do it
says,
now.
hey, say, am I a horse?
I'm done.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one. Listen, everyone's gonna be doing it now.
The slide thing, you
Listen,
put
I'm
people on.
not a gatekeeper, but I just feel like when it comes to flirting, be unique. Get me, show me your personality from the beginning.
So, what age range are you looking for?
I say up to 40, no lower than 27.
Okay, 27 and up.
If you're a mature
27 up,
25.
Okay.
If you're a mature 20, but you get me. Men don't know
Men
how
are
to be
not
mature.
mature.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't know how to be
difficult.
mature.
No.
You'll be surprised every now and again. You know, you might come across someone who's like, okay, listen, I'm 25, but I'm on the higher side. But I need you to have your shit together because
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
my shit together.
Yeah.
So they need to come with a job.
Come correct.
Yeah.
The job and everything.
None of
like
this.
that.
I'm finding myself.
No.
Find it somewhere else.
Fair enough. You're entitled to that.
You just remind me of Javon, and he's the Virgo too, actually.
Fucking
You said
Virgo.
that.
You guys are like perfectionists.
Yeah.
And very
Yeah.
particular.
Is there any
Very-
star sign you are like, I'm staying away from this one?
Gemini.
Ooh.
I don't blame you.
I can't do the split personality
I don't blame
because I'm already tapped and crazy,
Yeah.
and I'm a very much like. And not I need the attention, but if we're doing it, let's do it. Let's put the energy together. But you know, if you're giving me hot and cold, where I have to put my hand underneath the tap to find out what's going
Getting
on,
burnt.
no.
I think I'm the only ones who give Geminis
You're the
grace.
only one who likes
I think I'm
Geminis.
the only
Really?
one.
I don't-
They're misunderstood.
No, they're not.
They're-
do it-
they're-
they do it on
they're
purpose.
Tapped. Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
I
Tapped.
think I'm the only one.
No, I don't. I wouldn't. No, it's not that I would say, "Oh, because you're a Gemini, I'm not gonna date you." But
Yeah,
I'm
do
just
you know,
like,
they're just troubled souls. Do you know what? I'm a
Fix it.
Libra, and I
Okay.
feel like we love a Captain Save a Hole, and maybe that's why I like Geminis.
Do you like to save people?
yeah.
I do.
I don't think she does it on purpose.
Yeah, because
But
I'd
she
rather
does it.
not actually, but I just end
No.
up. I'm there. I always end up being there,
Who's gonna be your hero?
Exactly.
and then I have to be my hero.
You're here for the needy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about you?
What do I like?
Would you have a star sign you would?
I like Libras.
Okay.
We're very me and like Ro, she's a Libra. We're very compatible. Have a lot of chemistry. So like the women that I date are usually the only thing she isn't is a femme. So unfortunately, she's not my type. But
Oh really? And it's femme only.
only femmes.
Yeah, femme only as well.
Only femmes.
You have to be like very.
What do
femme,
you like?
Like nails and stuff.
I'm very open because I like to say I'm camp, but then I can be not camp. I'm very open. I just don't like people doing too much. You could be femme, but don't be doing too much. Do you get me? If you're, again, because I'm in the industry, if you're showing your ass in the street, we'll need to have a conversation.
No.
Do you get me?
Yeah,
And I see some people who, do you get me? You could be outlandish, but if you are doing the most and you've not even had a drink, is a very worrying state.
I do feel that's sometimes in the queer community in general, there's a lot of ratchet behaviour.
There is too much ratchet behaviour.
If you're somebody who's in the industry,
we need to lock that shit down. Turn that down a little.
Not saying I'm looking for a lady. Do you get me? I'm not looking. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind a Michelle Obama if you want to be by my side, and you know, I'd be a Brock, you be Michelle. But at the same time, if you're a bit like Cardi B, I'll take it. Do you get me?
Well, I like Cardi B.
I love.
But
Cardi
you.
B.
Cannot be doing extra.
No, I get what you mean.
I hear it. Yeah, we like femmes, and people. Some people are not shocked, but they're like, "Oh, okay."
They were like femmes.
Yeah. Yeah, all that wear the tops.
Fair enough.
I feel like in the women loving women community, I think they wouldn't be shocked that we like femmes.
Okay.
Like I would have thought you like more masculine guys.
Really?
That's what I would have thought. Yeah.
I would have assumed.
I'm very open. I'm very open. I feel like, again, it's more a personality thing instead of how you act. You get me?
energy?
As long as I can have a intellectual conversation with you and you're doing your grind, I'm doing my grind. Cute. Do you get me?
Yeah. Do you know what? We're going back a little bit, but being a queer man on a set with, I'm gonna assume mainly straight men. How was that for you, walking into work every day being the gay?
I learned a lot about the straight community.
Yeah.
I also learned being around straight men what a gratings was. I feel like heard
the lingo.
Yeah, I heard the
white girls.
yeah, I heard the lingo, but again, because I don't use it, I heard it and it like went in. But I said, "Oh, these men use it a lot."
Do they?
Oh yes.
Oh,
they used it a lot.
Oh,
Is that in a good way or like?
I cannot say because you know what happens behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But it was really interesting to see like their side of the brotherhood, and you get me? When I told them, I didn't even want, for the longest time, I didn't tell them. Do you get me? And they thought I was straight. They didn't. And I was flamboyant. I did what I need to do. Didn't say. And then one day, like we were just talking, and I said, "Oh, you know," and I mentioned, they were like, "Huh?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gay." They were like, "What?"
They don't really see it. Like,
and they were just like, "Oh, you didn't say." I said, "I know. It's been like 2 years now, isn't it?"
Is it after that long?
Yeah. It was for a long time. Yeah.
So how did they not?
Well, one, I don't believe you need to announce yourself.
100%.
Do you get me?
I agree.
I do not believe you need to announce yourself. And I enjoyed that I was able to be myself in their presence. And, you know, I allowed them to have their conversations. When they were showing me pictures of girls they were linking up with, I'd be like, okay, this one, yeah. Do you get me? Yeah. And then I enjoyed it. Do you get me? And they never asked me, which I think was the other thing, was they never asked me, "Oh, so who you talking to?"
Yeah, but they don't do that, do
exactly,
they?
Exactly, no. Unless you come and present, they will never ask.
They do a lot. They're like, "Oh, look at me." Do you know what I mean? But they don't ask.
Don't ask and say, yeah.
It's battle of the egos, but yeah.
Love them to bits. My boys, all of them, Nabiko, Mark, Dara, Kane, Aruna. They have my heart. They have my heart.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
That is beautiful. When I was watching it, that's something I did wonder. Like afterwards, I was like, oh. And also, when you were not the gay character, I was like,
yeah, because you came back and you told me that.
Yeah,
you was like, yeah, like,
he's not the gay.
No,
but I like that.
He's not the gay.
I do enjoy.
Yeah, because
that.
we don't always have queer people don't have to play.
Even in your theatre career in general. How have you faced any challenges being a black
do you get
queer
typecast
man
kind of vibes or no?
No, but I'm trying to force the narrative now. I feel like before I wasn't really playing queer characters, and then after For Black Boys, I said I want to play queer characters.
Yeah,
and then it's weird because I've not played queer characters. They've just been characters who are queer. So in Shakespeare, I was a demigod and he didn't have no sex, so I just made him camp. And then in Panto, I'm playing a dame who's meant to be a woman, so she ain't she ain't queer, she's straight.
Yeah.
But it's just me being almost my drag persona.
Right.
So it's really interesting. And then again, when I did a Greek tragedy recently, and again I was playing this like a god-like narrator, and he wasn't necessarily gay. I just made him camp. So do you get me? I'm still waiting to play a queer character. You know, so I can lip up.
Yeah, it is. What's your character in Aladdin?
I'm again a dame. I'm playing. I'm playing Aladdin's mum.
Oh, because you're going back.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when are you going back?
This October, end of October.
So how long's that gonna?
Until January.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
that's a long run.
Yeah.
So we have to go and see tickets to that one because we didn't give.
Are
tickets.
you into Panto? Are you?
I haven't seen Panto in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Probably like
And I feel like I should bring my daughter. I'm gonna come with my daughter to watch that probably. She likes Panto, and if I haven't seen it for a long time, I've seen musicals. I love a musical.
Yes.
One thing about me, I love
love music. Yeah, no.
I love it. But yeah, when I was a child, I definitely enjoyed Panto. Yeah, we had Panto in my primary school, and I think my mum never took me to the theatre, so I didn't get to see it further out of school.
Yeah. But yeah.
I the one thing, because I get a lot of people going, oh, you're such a professional actor, like you've been on the West End, why are you doing Panto? Like,
is that a thing?
Yeah,
Is people look down?
It's a lot of people, you know, put it lesser than other stuff that you could do. But the reason why I love it is because in this British culture, you don't get a lot of black dames. And that's one thing that I love doing, is seeing these little boys and girls with my beard believing I'm a woman.
Yeah.
And if I'm doing that and making this imaginary world is what I love. And I'm a very much advocate. We need more black dames.
Yeah.
They're out there. You can cast them. We need more black dames, and it's just something that I want to see. And I would love to be in an all black Panto production. I'm still yet to see that.
Yeah.
And I would love.
That's true. I've never seen all black Panto.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah. I didn't think that was a thing. Like Panto is like.
Down.
I just thought theatre, innit?
I thought the same.
Yeah, like
a lot
it's
of people like
different section, but
yeah. My little sister, bless her, she was like, "You're doing it again. You're not done it enough."
How old is she?
She's 27 now. 27 now.
Yeah.
She's also an actress. There's 3 of us in our family that are actors.
Oh wow!
How was that for the parents?
Yeah, how's that for the parents?
They didn't like it, but they love it now.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah,
We're
when
doing
you do
well.
creative things,
Yes.
With creative things, go and get a proper job.
Yeah.
I could be a doctor, a lawyer, but when the money starts coming in, that's when they love it.
Yeah. Every time I'm like on the news or like I'm in the newspaper, my dad will be like, you know, your uncle just sent me this, saying congrats, there.
Yeah, they try to make it seem like it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
They love it.
When I was on EastEnders,
Of course, that's a big one. That is a big one.
That was every auntie out the woodworks.
Do all the do you want to do more TVs? Like is that another career path you want to go?
Yeah, I want to do everything. I want to do everything, and why I'm here on this podcast, because I love, like, you know, different avenues, and I want to do a bit of everything. It's just the timing.
It's timing.
And you can do it all. Like, you have a whole life. Like, you can do it.
You can and you should. Yeah, and we need representation as well.
We need to see it.
So before we wrap up, do you want to let the people know? It's sold
mean,
out.
it's sold out, but it's still good to let the people know. So when it comes back around,
it's gonna come back. I think it is gonna come back.
Yeah.
They know. 100% is. Yeah.
So Limp Wrist and the Iron Fist is showing at Brixton House from the 9th to the 12th. If you're a producer or, you know, artistic director of a theatre, we are looking for another venue, and I would love to put this on again next year. And it's a sold out show, so, you know, you got good hands. You're in good hands.
Great hands. And please be doing this because I need to go watch it.
Yeah.
Do you know I'm gonna be on Twitter? Do you know when you do does anyone have tickets on Twitter?
Yes.
I'm gonna be doing that on Twitter. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that. Thanks for listening, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate you. Make sure you use the hashtag Tutu's Podcast and Conversation on Twitter. Always called X now. Rate and review us. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you follow Emanuel and all that good stuff. And until next week, peace.